Good morning, friends. Miss Leslie here. As you can see, I'm outside. We're going to do a chalk activity later on. I have a book to go along with our theme. It's called The Chalk Giraffe, written by Christy Paxton. One day, I drew a giraffe out of chalk. My giraffe came alive. He could eat, he could talk. I'm alone, he cried out. There's just gray all around. So I drew him a tree growing up from the ground. My giraffe liked that tree with leaves blowing in the breeze. They tickled his nose and made him sneeze. But still I could see that his face looked forlorn, peeking out from among the accidia tree thorns. My giraffe would not laugh. Instead he just said, I am tired and I can't use cement for a bed. So I drew him some grass. It was bright green and lush, and soon the night came and all was a hush. Till my chalk giraffe gave a deep grumpy sigh, and then waited for me to make a reply. What's the matter, I asked. It's too dark, he protested. I need a nightlight to get well rested. So I drew him a zillion bright white chalky stars, and later a sun coming up from afar. Too much, Giraffe grumbled. It's so bright I can't see. Draw me some shade from under my tree. Well, I've had enough, I said, dropping my chalk. I wish I had never drawn a giraffe that could talk. Instead of saying thanks, you make rude demands. So goodbye, Chalk Giraffe. You've had your last chance. So I rubbed that giraffe right out with my shoe, and the stars and the sun and the tree that I grew. But that night, I kept thinking of my work of art. Sad thoughts settled deep down in my heart. I really missed that grumbling giraffe. I knew I still loved him, laugh or no laugh. The next morning, I leapt up awake. I picked up my chalk to fix my mistake. I drew a sun and some stars, and a city with thorns, and my frowning giraffe from his feet to his thorns. But this time I noticed a twinkle in his eye. He seemed full of mischief. I wondered why. Then Giraffe grabbed my chalk, and I suddenly found I had stick legs and arms and was stuck to the ground. Come, said Giraffe, and looked up from here. The world looks quite different than it would appear. So I proudly showed off my tree-climbing talents and scaled his long neck with great skill and balance. And finally perched between his two thorns, I surveyed this new world, and I too felt forlorn. I saw what I saw, and it looked kind of lonely. He needed more friends to make his home homey. I know what's missing, I cried out with glee. This world needs much more than just you and me. So Giraffe and I got to work right then. We drew zebras, a buck, and a small spotted genet. We drew snakes up a tree and tiny dung beetles, a lounging leopard, and 2 sprinting cheetahs. And a rhino with thorns, an elephant with trucks, and a croc with a grin looking out for his lunch. There's something missing, Giraffe whined without end. Will you ever be happy, I asked my chalk friend. But still I could see from Giraffe's point of view, there was something absent, a giraffe number 2. So I let my chalk friend draw another giraffe. It looked just like him, except that it laughed. I sighed with relief. It had taken a while, but our work was now done. Giraffe finally smiled. So I climbed right back down his long furry neck till I was to him just a small tiny speck. When I left the chalk world, my giraffe didn't flinch, but I saw his right eye move an inch. And I knew at that moment we've created great art, and I was glad that I let my giraffe play his part. The end. So today, my friends, we are going to make homemade chalk. So Miss Leslie has a muffin tin here. Miss Leslie already put some food coloring. I put like 1 or 2 drops in. I also have a 1.5 cup of cornstarch, and I'm going to add a cup of water to this. So you're going to add it in. Then you're going to take a spoon and you're going to stir it up. You're going to try to get all the clumps out. It should be just, shouldn't have no clumps or anything. So you're going to stir it up. And then eventually, when it's all stirred up, you're going to pour it into the muffin tin. So it doesn't take too long. It starts firming up pretty quickly. So It's not going to be completely firm, but it should be enough that you could still pour it in. So this is pretty much what it should look like. So now you're going to take it and you're going to pour it in each one of the muffin tins. So you're going to be very careful. You might have mommy and daddy help you too, so you don't spill it. So you're going to fill it up maybe a little bit. You don't want to do it too thick because it does take a little while to dry. So you don't want to do it too thick. As you can see too, you can see the color seeping through, as you can see as I'm pouring it. And then when you're done with that, Miss Leslie has a toothpick. So you're gonna take this and you're just gonna stir it around. So it you can start seeing the color a little bit more. So see, you can kind of see the yellow coming through, or orange. And you can, if you want, you can use a different toothpick. I did the same one. I did this a little bit earlier, and it didn't really seem like it bothered it too much. So if you want it, you can use multiple if you like. But you just kind of stir up the colors. You can see red here. And I got pink over here. You got blue. So you just should see just the colors. So then I got purple and green. So what you're gonna do with this is once you stir it all in, you're going to put this in here. You're going to let it sit out for 3 days. So you're gonna wanna make sure maybe it's somewhere hot so it'll dry real good. So I actually made some chalk over this weekend, so we had some for this video. So I did like green, I did some pink, I did blue, a couple yellows I did, and I did some red. So I will show you how exactly I did it. So then you can take the chalk, and the chalk, you just got to be careful. It'll crack when it's done. So after it's done, you should easily be able to get it out. So you can just take the chalk. You see it might break, but it's all right. But see, I got some green. You see this one? There. See, that one's not going to crumble as bad, but I hope you enjoyed that activity. Miss Leslie loves you very, very much, and I hope to see you guys soon. Love you. Bye-bye.